We're recording. Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Okay, this is our second interview in the series of Ask an Archer, and today we have the honor of speaking to Metin. He's an old friend of mine from Istanbul, from Turkey. He is currently on the executive committee of the Traditional Turkish Federation, if I got that correct.
Yes.
And we're going to have just a short conversation today about what the Federation is doing, plans for this coming year, how Turkish archery is experiencing at the moment quite a revival, I think, in the last few years, and where Metin thinks this will go in the next few years, and what will happen for competitions, and also working with clubs outside of Turkey as well, inshallah. So I just wanted to show anyone who's watching the website. This is the Traditional Turkish Traditional Archery Federation website, which Metin is part of, and mashallah, they have so many things going on, trainer courses, first level training in Marmara. They have their big news is that they were now entered in the UNESCO Heritage List, which is a very, very big achievement. So congratulations for that, Metin. That's very good. Please, let's start and just tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into traditional archery as well.
Well, thank you, Jihad. As you know, there's a long story about the Turkish revival, the Turkish archery revitalization process, and we have a lot of people to revive the Turkish archery, but it's not enough to reach somewhere. The state must be support this, and we and luckily, and alhamdulillah, our state and support this the Turkish traditional archery, and in the past year there is the big achievement for us. The Turkish Traditional Archery Federation was founded, and there is the committee.
No problem, no problem. This is your son? MashaAllah.
My big son.
Okay, MashaAllah, MashaAllah.
Okay. There's a if there are timings, and I'm sorry.
No problem.
So there is a big achievement for us. It was a big achievement for us, and there is an executive committee. And now we have some official rules and official aims and official support. It means now if we held an organization or held a competition in locally, it is also be recorded as sports result for young students and also for adults. And it's for to do this because of we have to start from the beginning, from the 0 point. What it mean? Because of yes, you know, you were inside, you were with us long time ago, but now it's we have a rules. It means the educators and lecturers must be because of we plan trainer educations. We had to plan some rules about that. So
you had to
nowadays
you had to make things more official.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Right.
For example, if you want to open a traditional Turkish archery club in Turkey, you have to own at least one traditional Turkish archery educator. It means a
Right.
trainer.
Yes, I
Yes,
understand. Okay.
to be a trainer, it must be trained by a federation. But the federation
how long does that take to be a trainer for level 1, for example?
to be a trainer, it's about it's a the sport federations has one state, and it must be at least 2 weeks.
Right.
But it changed.
Mm.
The rule is changed, and when we plan our new courses and new training courses, this now we are waiting. But on the other hand, if you have not any question, I'm talking about our plans about foreign.
Yeah, I mean, okay, let's talk about that. Obviously, within Turkey, on your website, it says you have many clubs who are affiliates to the federation. So over nearly 400 clubs, which mashallah is amazing.
Yes. It's more than 400 nowadays, and we will update.
Yeah, so yeah, by now it's probably more than 400, and this is across all of Turkey. So your federation is recognized as the main governing body of traditional Turkish archery in Turkey. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
It is the only only the federation. It's because of it. There is a sports organization. It's like a Turkish football federation, like a Turkish basketball federation. It's a Turkish independent. We have a Turkish archery federation. It's working with the World Archery Federation, but it's independent. Turkish Traditional Archery Federation. We have also there is some section as a section of a traditional sports federation. There is a horseback archery section.
I see.
But horseback archery, not the traditional archery, not inside the traditional Turkish Archery Federation.
I see. So it's a separate part.
It means that there is three federation about archery. One is independent Turkish Archery Federation. It's only Olympic archery.
Yeah, Olympic model. Yeah.
Turkish Traditional Archery Federation is it is I'm in the executive committee. It is only the food archery, and we there as a section in the traditional sports federation. There is a horseback archery section.
I see. Now, you mentioned about having support from the government. So, how close are you linked with the government in terms of their support for your federation?
As a sport federation, we directly connected with the sports municipality. Sports
Ministry of Sports.
Ministry, yes, Ministry of Sports, yes.
Right.
And the rules of the Ministry of Sports is we are independent federation, but we have to when we have a decide any object, we have to connect it with the sports ministry.
Right. So do they give, I guess, apart from financial funding, do they give any type of other support or not?
We are very fresh federation, and the financial support is maybe yes.
Okay.
We have a budget. We have a budget,
Right.
but nowadays not a big
Not a big budget.
big budget, but
Okay.
because of the ministry wants to see the size of this sports, but I can say is easily they shocked because of we are the only federation the growing fast as this.
Yes, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean you have over 400 clubs.
Just 1 year.
Yeah, it's thousands of people.
Just in a year. Yes,
wow.
yes, thousands of peoples and thousands of sportsmen, many of trainers and arrow makers, bow makers also. Very big family.
Very good, mashallah. Very good. Very big achievement, mashallah. So some people have sent me some questions to ask you, so we can go through some of them, and we can talk about your plans for the federation outside of Turkey as well. Someone is asking one question. In Turkey or in Istanbul, maybe, where do you suggest someone can get good Ottoman equipment, bows and arrows and quivers and clothing and things like this?
Mm-hmm.
Where can you recommend?
It is first of all, we have plans for the outside to grow the outside of Turkey, the Turkish archery.
Okay.
Let me talk about that.
Yeah.
About 4.5 months ago, I suggest some programs to the task. My other task is I'm the Foreign Affairs and IT Committee Chair. And I suggest the President we should think about the accreditation program for outside of the Turkey about the Turkish archery. We should think about the certification programs about outside of the Turkey about Turkish archery, because of maybe lots of people's interested in Turkish archery and many good trained, but as we examined some friends not good trained, not good trained about the Turkish archery. So
right.
maybe in the future, this is in our plans. We trained and maybe with accreditation for some clubs, accreditate some peoples outside of the Turkey to train the Turkish archery and give the certification about that.
Right.
We know, for example, you and your team is excellent. You did the excellent thing to Turkish archery and traditional archery. You may have our affiliate out in UK. Why not?
Right.
If you accept it.
Right.
Now, but we have to plan it. We have to program it. We have to plan it officially. And there's a circle in ministry, and the government is always slow, but strong.
Yes.
And then, about equipment, we had a meeting in the last week. Our arrow maker and the bow makers in Turkey. When this pandemic is growing, they also has a big problem because they can sell this good goods to local sports, and they can't send anything sometimes because of you did not the archery, and you did not need equipment.
Yeah.
So I think it is maybe as a member of the federation, I cannot say this shop is good, this shop is not good.
Sure, I understand.
It will be not true.
Not, yeah,
but
yeah.
Yeah, maybe we cannot say about equipment, but maybe we can list all arrow and bow maker in the website. I can talk with the president, and if I don't know if it took the communication information, contact information in our website. Maybe is it help or not? I don't know.
Yes, no, I think this is helpful. I understand that you cannot say this particular person is the best person for arrows or bows. I mean, this is not fair. Yeah. And in Turkey now, mashallah, there's so many excellent craftsmen, arrow makers, bow makers, etc. So it's only fair to give everyone a chance. And yeah, if you can make a list or something like that, this is something to think about. This is the best way, I think.
And we have another plan for them to certificate them because of
very good.
When you when you think to buy any goods from any seller, you can see it's a Turkish Traditional Archery Federation certificated or not, because of we have to see its shape and the quality of production is good or not.
Yeah, yeah.
We have a technical committee, and the technical committee working for it. Believe me, my friend, that's well, lots of things to do. Lots of things we worked many years in Turkish archery, but after foundation of the federation, we start from the beginning because of everything must be officially.
Yes, yes. No, this is the correct way, because if you do not make it official, then there are no standards. It's very important to have good standards so that everyone can recognize what level they must be, level 1, level 2, level 3. Otherwise, anyone can say, you know, our club is the best, or we have the best trainer here, or etc., etc. So yeah, it's important that you have, number one, the main governing body like yourself, and you have people to affiliate with them, and that they can meet certain levels and requirements. So this is good, mashallah. Another question.
And yes. on the other hand, I have to say, I'm sorry.
No.
The Ok Meydan Foundation is still have we working for them. You know, the organizer of the Conquest Cup.
This is
Okçular Vakfı is still in there.
Yeah.
But their aim is a little bit different. Not to yes, they has clubs and they support us for clubs. But we are the sports organization, and our aim is achievement and the growing to Turkish archery as a sports branch.
Okay, Okçular Vakfı is government owned or is independent?
It's a foundation, but the government support them, but not organically connected with the ministry. We are in the sports or federation, but Okçular is the foundation.
I see.
But I have to say that it was a long way, and Okçular is one of the best reason to ability to found the federation.
Right.
Because of they support the Turkish archery. They support when they support the Turkish archery officially, it's growing, and the people see what's going on here, and the president see this, and they decide to, and all of the government decided to found a federation because of maybe you know or not, it's a very, very hard to found a new federation in Turkey. It's very painful and it's
very difficult. Very difficult.
Practically impossible. Impossible. And found a new federation in Turkey. It's as a sport federation because of sport federation. Means you have to rule and you have to officers and a long way.
So Metin, you did the impossible.
We are the little part of this impossible things.
Very good.
Because we are a big family. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, that's good. I heard the son of Erdogan, his son Bilal, he's a big supporter of Okçular Vakfi and the Turkish archery.
Yes. On the other hand, you are the part of this, you know, because of when you join our organization, they saw it's the outside of the Turkey, somebody is interested in Turkish archery, it should be important.
Sure.
Because of when the interesting level is high, the supporter is the son of the Erdogan, Bilal Erdogan, is support us. It is what is this? During the Ottoman era, some periods, the Turkish archery interesting level and achievement and levels is high because of the Sultan interested the Turkish archery.
Yes.
Sultan Mahmud II and the magnificent Suleiman and Murat IV. In their era, it's Turkish archery growing because of they interested the Turkish archery.
Yeah, the support from the government.
Support in this era, yes, it is important. It's very important. Without this government support, it is only romantic peoples did it.
Yes,
and enjoy maybe recorded somewhere, but not growing as like this.
Right. Yes. No, alhamdulillah, it's from our side, from outside of Turkey, we follow the development of Okçular Vakfi and, of course, very famous TV series Ertugrul and Osman is very popular. But we see even the government is supporting the TV series, and they are putting money into it and putting a lot of support. So mashallah, from our side, this is very good to see. We're very happy to see that. And if there is any way that we can help from England or any other country, we are ready to help and to be of service to yourself in Turkey.
it's pleasure to know this. It's pleasure to know this, and as you know, when we have any needs any supports, you naturally invited or any organization because of you were in Biga, you were in Adana, you were in Fetika. This is the beginning of this process. For example, in Biga, you know, it's 2011 or 2010, maybe.
Actually, you know. Actually, I have something to show you. Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
I'm opening my iftar.
So some of the people watching, maybe they don't know what Biga is. So Biga was a competition, horse archery competition.
Yeah. Biga was yeah.
So this was one of the
second level of horseback archery.
So this was 2011. This was 2011.
2011, yes.
Yes, and then we had this one.
For yes, E-Track and from 2000.
Also Biga.
Also Biga.
Yes.
Yes, and we held in 2016 in Adana.
Yes, Adana, mashallah.
You guys are the county name of the.
Yes.
Yes, this when we organize this kind of events and invite the famous archers from the outside of the Turkey, they are interested by the press and TVs,
right?
And they make news about that, and the people sees. Some people shooting an arrows from on the horseback. And maybe the next year, the next Biga, these peoples came to the competition as a competitor.
Yeah.
As a competitor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes. And it's growing and growing and growing.
Yeah.
On the other hand, you know, the Biga competitions has two sections. One is horseback archery, and another is foot archery.
Yes.
And I saw in my eyes, and maybe the 1 year they interested in just not a good competitor, but draw an arrow and shoot them. And the next year. Became a very serious, very good sportsman, and do this. And now it's we can only hold in it 2 or 3 big big competition under the federation. The third one is we just finished all preparation. But the COVID-19
okay. COVID-19 came.
It's right. Cancelled.
Okay. So
now it's
when will you have this competition? Later on in this year or next year?
Sorry. Yes, also our sportsmen asked this question, but believe me, we don't know how, because of. You know, the Olympics also postponed to next year.
Of course.
And for my personal opinion, we closed this year. My personal opinion, but maybe hope for September because of Olympics also draw the line the end of the August,
Right.
because of they postponed.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine we can did it in September or October, because of the people's afraid about that.
Yes,
if we
of course.
can hold it.
Yeah, yeah.
For example, also the Fatih Cup postponed to next year. If we invited the people from the outside of the Turkey, who can came?
No one will come. No one will come.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if for example, if we have, let's say we have a group of archers from England, 10 people or something, we want to organize a trip to do some training or something, you can help to support this?
Nowadays, we have not a program about that. But, you know, the Okçular Vakfi has a big
facility.
Place.
Yeah.
And facility. If we can organize something with them. It's important to talk with the president about that. We have a plan, not only in locally. We have a plan outside of the Turkey about Turkish education. Maybe I believe that for the next year we will have some programs for this. Maybe we will invite, for example, 10 or 20 people to invite from the UK to come Turkey. Have a course about to train the Turkish archery, maybe some exchange program.
Yeah,
it's just a big questions, but maybe we have a plan about that.
Yeah, inshallah. Okay, some other questions we have. Let's see. Someone told me today is the commemoration of the passing away of Sultan Fateh Mehmet. 3rd of May, he passed away, rahimahullah. Obviously, he is a very, very big personality in Turkish history, and also a very big supporter of archery. Yes.
Yes. Today is the 539th
anniversary.
He's gone.
Right.
Anniversary, and it's a very big figure of Turkish history and the Turkish archery. You know, when the conquering of Istanbul, just after the conquering of Istanbul, he took this place. He took a big place to making Turkish archery as a sport. It's important, not the military education, not similar like this. It is only as a sport federation, and his son, Bayezid II, made the buildings, and today is in the same place the Okçular Vakfi was founded. So it is a big figure for the Turkish archers, because we believe that yes, the Turkish peoples make the archery for a life, for winning a war. But when the founding the Fatih Okçular Vakfi, it converted the sports, and we believe the Turkish sport, the traditional archery began when the conquering of Islam.
Mm.
And it is very important for the Turkish archers. And you know, there is an accepted in heritage list of the UNESCO.
Yes.
In Turkish traditional archery, but the Turkish not means a nation, because of Turkish traditional archery as a this term describe the as a technique and production of equipment and culture whole of Turkish archery. And and our federation, Turkish Traditional Archery Federation, is the owner of this this project, this UNESCO process, and we are the side of the corresponding facility of this process.
Okay, very good. Alhamdulillah. I'm sure that the federation will be developing over the next few years and will inshallah grow to be much bigger, inshallah. Let's see.
Inshallah, together.
Yes, inshallah. Okay, we have some very quick questions before we finish, because I see the time is nearly up for us. We can answer these questions quite quickly. You don't need to explain too much, but in terms of a bow style, do you prefer laminate bow or composite bow?
All of competitors have to choose the laminated bow because of the fast and easy to shot.
Mm-hmm.
But we given an extra point if anybody uses composite bows, because of we encourage to make a composite bows, but it's nowadays you know, in the competition it's a little bit impossible. It's very hard.
Yes,
but
yes.
This is true.
Okay, and you yourself, Metin, you do horse archery or not? You're just ground archery.
Yes.
Okay.
I have a horse and
you have a horse?
Yes.
Okay. So all right. So in terms of the different types of tracks that you can shoot on, Hungarian or Korean or Turkish track, which track do you prefer? Which is your favorite track?
It's you know, we using our competition. We describe the Turkish track, and we have some side targets and the foot targets named the kigach, and you have to shoot like that.
Yes, down. Yeah.
Yes.
And also you have the kabak as well, which is shooting up.
Yes. Kabak shooting is we always separate independent. It's the kabak shooting is very famous in very nations. We call it as kabak, and maybe in Poland the different, and Hungary is different. Maybe in the UK. Kabak shoots an arrow and the target on the pole.
Yeah, kabak is a Turkish word. This is a Turkish word, kabak.
Yes, kabak is Turkish food, described as a kabak, but in the old writings, it's not a real kabak. It's some target stuffed with something or big plates, as we using the bigger.
Right. Yeah. Okay. do you prefer wood arrows or carbon arrows?
In our federation's rule, in the carbon or any composite or any modern material forbid. It's only from the wood or cane. Also, knocks must be traditional. The plastic knocks is unacceptable and must be used feather, not vane, not accepted, because of in our Turkish traditional archery federation competition, there is only one exception. It's the 11, 8, and 9 category, age category. They can use the plastic knocks, but shaft must be wood or cane.
Okay, so
and
cane like bamboo.
Bamboo, like that, yes. Bamboo is okay. Will
Sure.
pass.
Okay, alhamdulillah. This will be the last question, inshallah. We can finish. In the history of Turkish archery, which is your favorite period of time?
It's end of 19th century. It's Mahmud II era. It's about 18th last quarter. It's for me the final point of the Turkish archery, because of Mahmud II, also the big archer and big kemankesh. Kemankesh means in the the Persian term is archer. It's a big archer and a big calligrapher, and is give many supports to archery, and order his one officer to collect all archery writings, all archery books, and write a review book about that. It is the Mustafa. His name is Mustafa Kani, and Mustafa Kani's Telhisi Risale-i Rumat means all archers books summary.
Yes, mashallah.
It is big thing about Turkish archery for me.
Mashallah, alhamdulillah. Yeah, the book by Mustafa Kani, Allah yarhamuhu, we have this book, alhamdulillah. We have the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and we have other chapters in that book. So this is a very important book for us.
Yes, maybe you know the Klopp's text sources also. It's a German translation of this book. Yes. Also from Ottoman to German, German to English. The Paul Klopp's text is a book's source is also the Mustafa Kani's book.
MashaAllah.
Very big work.
Very big work, alhamdulillah, mashallah. Alhamdulillah, okay, Metin Bey, thank you very much. Çok teşekkür ederim. Thank you very much. We appreciate your time, and may Allah give you more barakah and blessing in the work you're doing, and inshallah you will develop the Turkish Archery Federation, and anything we can do to help, we are fi khidmatikum, we are ready to help.
I'm thank you to this invite me to this good conversation, and it is very important and to know we have a big family and we have friends and brothers and outside of the Turkey, and when we have any support, you are here. It is important to know this. I thank you.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you very much. And any time you want to come to England, please, you are welcome. Hoş geldiniz.
İnşallah.
Inshallah. Inshallah. Okay, Metin, thank you very much. I will speak to you soon and we stay in touch.
Okay, inshallah. Salam.
Inshallah. Salam.